Hello everyone, my name is Quriobot and today I'm with Anatoly from Quriobot. How are you, Anatoly?
Hey Garrett, thanks for having me. Really appreciate that.
Thank you. So today from SaaS interviews and reviews, I'm going to ask you some few questions about yourself and your company. So where are you located and how many do you have in your team?
Yes, so we are based in Amsterdam. We're a really small team. Actually, on the tech side of things, it's mostly me and one more UX engineer. And there are some guys also on the sales and marketing, and as well as the product. But the team is really small, and we, of course, hope to grow. That's why we are working so hard.
So about Quriobot, what can you tell me about your chatbot product and what have you tried to achieve with it?
Yes, so Quriobot is a chatbot platform that which has actually interesting history. We started from a completely different idea. It was related to marketing of the event organizers. The company is called Hugo Events, and we were doing their surveys for the custom event goers, and those surveys led us to the idea how can we improve that. Because it was based on basically a form interface. So we were thinking, how can we actually improve it the way that it's better converting, and also that it is actually interesting for the one who responds those questions, and it's engaging. And that led us to the idea of conversational user interface, and we have in the end what it is, a Quriobot, and that actually became not only a survey tool, but also much more generic tool that allows you to book a meeting or buy a ticket, review a product, and just general customer support. And also, of course, as a survey tool. It has dedicated landing pages which you can use, which are hosted by us, but you can also put it on your website, as well as you can connect it to your Facebook page. And this way, effectively implement the chatbot via Facebook, where people would be communicating with the bot using their mobile phones and the messenger application there. So I can show you a product a bit.
Sure.
So I can share my screen.
Okay, now I'm seeing it.
Yeah, so we have some basic wizard to create a bot. Have many pre-created templates. Let's say we start from just a simple welcome bot.
Mm-hmm.
So just a few questions. On the left, we see the list of questions. We call them steps. Those can have different types. Those are all possible. There are many. It can be a rating question, email question, birth date, location, etc. And you can have as many as you want. Each step can have messages, answer options, if it's applicable, of course, and the bot responses.
Mm-hmm.
In this way, you can effectively implement the conversation logic you want, because we are actually implementing bots based on the rules you control. So you can control pretty much every part of the conversation, and that can be also multilingual if you want it. So your bot can speak many languages, but you have precise control of what happens and when it happens. Just to visualize your potentially complicated jump logic, we have a flow diagram view, which
Mm-hmm.
can be useful for the complicated bots. Because when it has about 100 steps, for example, it can be really tricky to understand what goes where and when. And this way you can visualize that better. For the bot customization, you can control also pretty much everything. You can control, of course, obviously the supported languages, design settings, behavior. This is to control when it auto starts. Does it remember the state? Does it show a sticky avatar pop-up, which is a tool to prevent false starts of the bot and stuff like this. You can upload your own avatar. You can adjust the building landing page settings. You can also be fully compliant with the GDPR rules by requiring for the users to agree to the terms and conditions and the privacy policy if you are storing their personal data. We are taking that really seriously, and we don't store any personal data without explicit agreement. You can also control some basic default error responses. If, for example, you're connected via Facebook, then free text input might lead to an error, and then you can put some default errors for that. And you can also have bot variables, as we call them. Those are placeholders which are replaced dynamically in the text of the bot, in the chat text and the response texts. That allows you to, for the bot to behave friendly and also according to the context. For example, you can use the first name of the user in the responses. Let's say, hey, Mark, how are you? Stuff like that. We also have developer mode, which enables much more controls and allows for the greater flexibility. So if you are even a junior developer, you can do much more with our platform. You can populate multiple select options dynamically. You can have custom validation logic. You can have script variables which will implement custom calculations within the bot. For example, we do that for our enterprise clients of insurance business, where our bot offers you a quote for the insurance, and it does that complicated calculations using those flexibilities I mentioned. So that's about the settings. Then you can also connect your bots to different kind of external services, which include MailChimp, Slack, Zapier, and from Zapier you can of course do even more and go to as many external services as you need. And one of the basic connections which are built in is just an email notification. But with that email notification, you can be completely in control of the email template, and you can use those bot variables which I mentioned. So this way you can customize it as you need, and you can also apply conditions to when that certain response action is executed and which answers given to the steps are actually used. Other than that, you can also put your bots to either, as I mentioned, the landing page, which is built in, or to your website. It can be WordPress website, it can be any kind of CMS. It's really easy to put it on your website just by placing this snippet in your HTML code, and you're done. You can also use Google Tag Manager, which is widely popular for that. and with the additional benefit of having much more control and where exactly on which page it's placed without the need of changing your source code of your website.
Mm-hmm.
You can also test your bot directly on your website without the need of actually putting it on the website, just by testing it in the developer console. Even unexperienced web masters can do it, so that's not that hard. You can also connect your bot to your Facebook page using the Facebook channel as we have them. And this way, the same bot can be accessed from the web and from the Facebook. And the experience will be actually almost identical. We also have quite comprehensive set of reporting for the bot results. You can also access raw results of your bot. There is interactive reporting where you can set up filters and see how many responses were given to a certain answer and which option of that. You can dive into dropouts of your bot, when exactly your users drop off and why. You can also see the geographic locations of the answers of your bot. And every report can be shared using the secret link without the need of logging. This way you can send it to your chief of marketing so that he accesses actually only the reporting part. That can be useful as well. So that's what we have at the moment. And we are working hard on improving that, of course, the platform. And one of the main focuses currently is to add a live chat functionality, because we see the great demand in that. And this way we can combine the human interaction with the automated one to benefit from both, to benefit from that synergy, where the bot actually takes the most obvious part of the conversation, and then when it's not enough, then real human can actually join and help.
So I wanted to ask you, in regards to chatbots in the future, do you think they will become more popular as well and replace customer agents or live chat, or what do you think?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Thanks for that. And that's an important question as well, because we have experience with full automated bots, and we see the benefits of those. But what we also see that it's just not enough. Automated bot can do certain things, if not the majority of simple tasks. But when it comes to a real customer support experience, the human interaction is still quite important, and it's actually crucial for the respondent to be able to reach out to the real person. And that's why we are focused on adding that functionality currently. It was on the public roadmap for months, but we are really close to finishing that. So you would be able to actually switch to the live chat mode from your automated bot. And this way, as I mentioned before, that synergy can be used, and it's basically a win-win situation, because your support agent can only deal with those tricky questions or those situations where it's simply not possible to pre-program that. You just don't know which kind of request the person can have. You cannot pre-program everything. You can do a lot, but it's still not 100%. So that's why we really see the future of those synergetic bots. So both automated and human sort of interacted as well.
Okay, then I really want to thank you, Anatoly, again for your time. Hey guys, Anatoly here is in the group, and if you want to ask him any questions about Quriobot, or if you want to see a demo, or just to ask him general questions about it, he's here in the group, and we will tag him. I really want to thank you again for everything that you've done, and I can't wait to see your company grow in the future now.
Thanks a lot, Garrett. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye.
Okay, then. Have a good day. See you.